Good evening, YouTube. You know, every Friday we roast a viewer's game, educational roast. This time, darthjulius around Diamond 5 just hit Diamond for the first time. This was actually a scrim, so everyone's around the same rank, around Diamond. So let's see what darthjulius has to offer on Ana. darthjulius says I can roast them like some peppers. So this is actually a little different than the reviews I normally do. This is all around the same skill level, but you can see everybody's playing a lot more cohesive as a unit because it is a scrim. So everyone's actually in comms right now and communicating together. So the plan here for everybody to go on the bottom under as a Winston comp was a little interesting, but you know, I dig it, I guess. You want to clear... The thing about sending 5 early on, they're not even controlling this area too. Like, if you wipe them, think about it this way. If you do end up winning the fight, someone tags the payload. By the time the payload gets to this choke, the team is already back. And this first point is broken down into basically 2 fights or 2 sections. There's a fight that usually happens before the checkpoint's finished, and then a fight that happens on this choke. Usually you have one person push a little bit, and then they go forward at the end. And this could be your Sombra. I don't know, is your Sombra playing with you? Or wait, what team are you on? Oh, you're on this team. You could actually have Reaper maybe start on it and then TP forward when the fight breaks out. Or you actually, arguably, you should have Kiriko. You can send Kiriko here. If she gets jumped by them, then she can TP out to somebody. And that's basically it. Or else now you kind of just like, even if you win, there's not much that's going to happen. This is more of a team roast, not so much a individual thing. But okay. Do this to sweep people out first. What do we got here? All right, let's watch your Ana. You already blew both cooldowns. Where the hell did they go? I would just go for the sleep first. Okay, honestly, the nade's not bad, especially because Sombra's catchable right now because of her translocator, so the nade wasn't bad. That sleep, that's where we roast you. Okay, a rotation like this, don't like it. Turning your back like this, you can't help when you're playing a Winston jump comp like this. You need to actually set up and get yourself on high ground, in my opinion. You either have to like commit with your team to help you up here, or you play up here, or if you did have somebody on the payload, you play back here and you can play this little archway. But yeah, all in all, this is a very bizarre position because both your supports are here and now all 4 of them are gonna jump here. Suzu, it's a little interesting of a strategy. Run. Let's try. Okay, what happened here? Yeah, I don't know. This, I just don't like this rotation. And then you get put, almost. Dirt McDirt, they give the prime. So I guess the only thing I could comment on that in that rotation was probably like an earlier nade. Believe it or not, when the Sombra initially throws the virus, if you're Kiriko Suzu, you don't even have to nade it. You nade her. And the Sombra's literally forced to TP every time. You could arguably try to shoot her and then force the TP, the translocate, and then throw the nade. That's also an option. You have to go for the sleep pierce, but you're hacked. Or no, were you hacked? I don't think you were hacked, so why didn't you shoot anything back at her? Well, you were hacked, okay. As soon as this is over, you can just try to throw a nade around that corner then. And that's one option. So I'm of favor of the new Sombra rework to like just chuck your cooldowns on her immediately because she can actually just pop really fast and she can't escape fully. And it seems like your team actually ended up punishing her anyways. So although you didn't throw the nade, a good thing you guys managed to capitalize, and now your Winston needs to go, go, go. You're gonna play inside that left room right now. Left room. Oh. You're already stuck main. It's too late to go all the way around. Okay, this high ground's clear. If you're gonna play on this point, you play behind this car. If this high ground is control, if there's no control, the enemy team has no control of the high ground, this is a more defensive spot down the stairs. You get a little cheeky angle like this, or you play this car, or you just stand underneath here to get out of this main chokeway. This is like danger zone, and you just play for nano boost. So what are we doing here? You just look lost. Yeah, you just got hit by a gazillion things in a row. This is danger, stranger danger. Yeah, high ground was preferable if you can find your way here, or what a lot of Ana players do is they'll, you start off the game here and then you make your way all the way up But if you have to play main, you just have to hide underneath here or play this car. That's basically it. All right, you guys are all dead. Now you have to go again. All right, use this car and you don't have to walk forward yet. So what you're doing, believe it or not, I would actually stand here and poke a little bit. I would have stood right here for a second, shoot that person once. Your KarQ's here. Now I would move up if I were you. You're already here, but this, like, what ends up happening is you're following this Winston too close. One of the advantages of playing Ana with Winston is you can snipe from afar and actually pocket. Like, you get up close, which puts you in danger of this, and then you get shot by Echo at the same time. So now you're just gonna get hit by a lot of like AoE right now for no reason. It's gonna like make this harder for you. And you jump all the time like crazy, and now you're whiffing. If you actually just chilled right here and stayed scoped in, you would have like A, hit more shots, and B, probably shot the Echo one time in the air while she was passing. And that by itself might be enough to confirm this kill, like, you know what I mean? So let's rewatch what happens when you followed your Winston. You know what I mean? I always say this, a lot of support players just have a tendency to just press W with their tank, which is fine in certain brawl stuff, but like, okay, shaky aim, that's okay. That sleep is actually okay as well, because if that sleep connects, your Reaper can turn around and one-shot him in the head, so it's actually not that bad. Okay. So here, if I were you exactly in this situation, I can assess that I'm not going to be threatened, and then I would actually just stay scoped in right here. So what you're doing is you're making this hard for yourself by jumping like crazy. You're jumping every single second, and you're shooting unscoped shots, which is a projectile, and your teammates are moving. So it's three factors. Your teammates are moving, you're shooting a projectile, and you're jumping, and you're literally making it the hardest thing in the world to land a shot as Ana right now. I wouldn't say a number one rule, but a core mechanic of Ana is your scoped shot. In my opinion, is the best shot in the game, or best shot for Ana. You have three types of shots: your unscoped shot, your quick scope, and your fully scoped. Fully scope is the best simply because it's the most accurate and it has the highest tempo. Quick scope is kind of the same thing, but it's a lot slower. Now, the downside of being fully scoped, obviously, is that you're slow, you're vulnerable. The trail doesn't really matter so much in this context because people already know where you are. It's more so you're scoped in, you can get punished by a flanker or whatever. So you have to do your best as an Ana player to always put yourself in a spot where you can stay scoped in without being threatened. So if my eyes, like, I can see through this in this version, but I already saw Reaper and I saw Ana and I know they have a brig and I saw Echo in front of me. So in my eyes, there's nobody that's flanking me. So like if I'm already here, I would just stay scoped in and then maybe play on the staircase so I can jump into the mini if I get jumped, or you just like tuck right here and just stay scoped in. You'd be surprised how much more accurate you are by just slowing it down. This is like the, I need to play really close. This is a scrim. There's high intensity. I'm jumping, pumping unscoped shots, and you're just incredibly inaccurate. That's a whiff. That's a whiff. You did hit him there. Good shot, but you actually hit back-to-back shots on that Reaper, which, hey, you know, more power to you. But is it reliable? I don't know. You actually didn't even play KarQ here as well. You're also, like, that entire sequence, you made it very stressful for yourself. When all you have to do is just chill right here and just take it easy. The spacing, the distance is key in this context. You have to just be more careful relative to the enemy comp, but in a comp like that where they're not, you already know where they are, you saw them, then you can make the assessment. But obviously if they have like Sombra Tracer, then playing isolated from distance is a different story, but you have to make your decision based on what the enemy team is doing. Okay, so in this position, you next time, you tell your KarQ to push the cart, and you go up here as an Ana player. If your KarQ goes up, okay, let's see. How much value are you getting right here? Let's find out. And why, chat, it's probably an easy answer. I was gonna ask you guys, why do you think you guys should swap? Because KarQ, at any point while she's pushing, if something breaks out, she can TP up, wall climb up, and immediately be in the fight to take a 5v5 while getting progress. If shit's going down right here, what the fuck, what do you do? You can't do anything until your team decides to fall down, but that's just gonna depend. So you have to, when there's downtime like that, you have to take your time and get yourself up here and play in this piece of cover, get all the way up here, and then play from here. And then as stuff breaks out, KarQ TPs. But right now, it's just lost value. This is more of a team roast, I feel like. Yeah, see? And you almost have Nano. You know, another reason is you don't have Nano yet, and your KarQ had Kitsune this whole time. So if you are up here, you can just do aggressive tempo nanos while your KarQ already has her ultimate. And you had to, or sorry, coming up here earlier for you helps you build your ultimate too, and you poke them from a distance. But yeah. I don't like the team decision here. That's okay. Now you know for next time. It's too late now, by the way, so it's not like... And then now you're on KarQ, you have no escape. Like, imagine if it was the opposite the entire time. The blunder. If KarQ was there, she would have escaped. A nano Winston on point. You had nowhere to go. Dunzo. Just like that.
We have the payload.
What's the acronyms? This is a Scrim code, so it's like kills, deaths, damage dealt, damage taken. I forgot what ACC is in UU. Okay, you have all 5. You have to nano somebody here. Okay, they actually pop an ult. I think if you just nanoed for tempo there, maybe the other person doesn't die. Nice sleep. Good Aldo. So right there, as you're retreating. So when do you quickscope as Ana? You tell me. You never? Okay. Well, I'm answering in general. You don't quickscope, but when you should quickscope is when you're repositioning. So right now you're retreating, which is like a backing up reposition. So you want an accurate shot as you retreat. You take the slower and more reliable quickscope. You just back to back whiff the projectile shot as you're retreating on your echo. Even though the quickscope's a little slower, if you're backing up and you just quickscope the echo one time versus whiffing twice on the projectile, it's already better value. You already have more net healing. Oh, you use ultimate to use. That's actually a good point. Yeah. Okay. I know you guys are Scrim, so you're probably communicating when to nano and stuff, but like as soon as he jumps, you just do it. Or your echo. You can coordinate that. That's fine too. Honestly, you have a lot of good... You have to sleep this guy. Oh, nice. Wait, where are you going? Whoa, 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 whoa. I was gonna say, dude, so if you win... Based on where the payload is, if you win this fight, you will cap. What I would have done, as soon as you turned your back there, I'm watching it from your perspective. I actually have no idea where the enemy team is behind you because you haven't looked around. So like, as soon as you see them jump and you slept them, I would have actually stayed underneath here and tucked on the left side and just make sure we confirm that kill and turn around and I have information. That whole time I was playing just as lost as you, or watching that lost as you, because I have no idea who the hell is behind me. And then you turned your back. You're actually like this at first on the payload with your back like this in an open sight line. And that's just spelling for danger, or a recipe for disaster. Are you dead? You died! Yeah, there you go. Winston Leak does 50 damage at full. 1 damage initially on the launch, and then up to 50 if you land in the center. And then usually people melee when they land on it, so they end up doing... Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Turn around. Turn around right now and press interact. Yeah. You saw it? You should press F? Okay, you know. You can swap spawns. You already capped. You have 5 seconds to do it. Yeah, that's okay. At least you know. Walk of shame. That's a new update. That was added in season 4. I would have naded right there, that Winston, by the way. You already eat it. You look for the nade right there. That's good. Okay, play in here. Okay, I would not have gone backwards that way. Now you're dead. Okay. How would I have played this KarQ? I'm glad you asked. You already down. Okay. Wait, let's back it up here. If I have time, I would go top right. But honestly, if shit was breaking out, it's actually like, it's fine. I would have actually went immediately into this little mini room like this and then chilled. And if they start peeking me, I just bolt it. You draw attention or make space in that capacity there. But if anything, right there, as soon as I see the Winston, I would just throw a nade. But in any case, once you throw the nade here, All three of you are clumped up here. Back it up. You went into the room, and then I would have stayed in here. This is like the safest spot to do your job. Actually, a personal note you should always think of as an Ana player. Where can you position where you can either do damage or do healing while minimizing the amount of risk? So if I stand here, I can heal my KarQ, but am I at high risk? Yes. If you stand here, can you still heal KarQ? Yes. Are you at high risk? Medium risk. You broke some line of sight. Obviously, if the KarQ breaks behind this cover, you can't follow her anymore, but like if you just chilled right here, like this is what your KarQ did, but you decided to just like I said, like a lot of support players just follow their team like a dog, like a puppy, like you're walking the dog. If my puppy wants to go into the forest and have the zoomies, I follow them, and I don't think that's always the correct case, especially on a hero like Ana. You can't be tethered to them. But don't be afraid to be a little bit more selfish too, you know what I mean? Because following them is not always the best choice. Okay, nade. Okay, you missed an opportunity. Okay, late nade, and now they're all lumped up. I would have naded way earlier once your Winston engaged, before they move everything. One v one. 1 HP. Oh my. Okay. This is pain. Honestly, my instinct would be to come forward too, because everyone's moving forward. Okay, and now you take this 1v1 while using this cover. But then you decided to do this thing where, once again, you want to move forward. Then because you just blindly walked forward, you took a free hit. And then you lose this 1v1. And now you're stuck doing unscoped shots. Also, in 1v1s, quick scope is probably your best friend. You have to keep your movement high and quick because you want to dodge their shots. So the weaving in the quick scope is the way to like balance the damage while keeping yourself hard to hit. If you hard scope there, maybe you land all yours, but then it's very easy for her to hit hers right back. So quick scoping is in my opinion, in 1v1s is one of the better ways to ensure you have the perfect balance of both DPS and reliable DPS because it's hit scan, and keeping your movement speed not slowed while scoped in. Yeah, I think you said you were new to Ana, like you said. There's a lot you can work on, that's for sure. Okay, scope in right here. Just do some damage, pressure them a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Okay, scope back in. Look offensively. I wouldn't have reloaded yet. I would have just kept pressuring this Winston. Yeah, build your nano boost off him. Try to shoot the Echo, sure. Oh, this is where I roast you like a pepper. What was that? Take your time, don't rush the nade. The cooldown's gone. Oh! I don't even know if I have to say anything. Can't watch this. Oh my god, you ended up winning though. That was a little painful. That was a little painful, my friend. I don't know. Give you the green cross thingy. It would help if you were looking. Look at my message. What green cross thingy? I don't know what you're talking about. Am I being mean enough? Probably not. Oh, the stats on the left. This is a scrim. So this is submitted by darthjulius in the chat. And if you play this, if you scrim on the scrim code, it gives you all the data like that. Go full Gordon Ramsay. Okay. The cross in the middle of the shot thingy. That is your crosshair. What do you mean? Okay, they're ready. So you're playing Lucio here. So now you swap to brawl. So let's just see. You're all in. If you're not gonna beat Aura early on, you can boop him down. So if you're already peeking here, you can like tuck to the right. As soon as you saw the single Winston jump, you just press boop and leave. And that's it. But now he gets high ground for a little bit, but I mean, not the end of the world. All right. Low sleepy. One thing I will say is that a lot of Lucios suffer from CRS. You know what CRS is? Chronic reload syndrome. If I see you reload every 2 shots, I'm gonna lose my mind. Let's find out. Okay. That's fine. You're at no ammo there. Boop him down. Okay, you're a little late on that. Honestly, reloading there during a little bit of downtime's not bad. You're gonna shoot twice and reload. Shoot twice. Reload. Shoot twice. Okay, your team is like brawling in and you're kind of just auraing here. Okay, so if you're running Drunker Queen Brawl, you just need to follow her. Now, one thing that people don't know is that you don't amp your speed when the queen presses shout. You wanna know why? Because movement speed in this game is capped at 70% or 75%, somewhere 70 or 75. But the point is, when queen shouts, it's like, how much movement speed? It's like 50% movement speed. I actually have to look at the exact numbers. I remember I did this a long time ago and I remember checking the numbers. You can amp, if you coordinate with your team and you amp speed, don't make sure your queen doesn't shout yet. Or if she already shouted beforehand, you don't have to amp speed. Just stay on the speed aura to give it an extra boost, and then you can basically are at the maximum speed you can go in this game. It's capped. That's just something to think about for people who don't know. Yeah. Do one or the other. Also, you'd be surprised how valuable amping heal is a lot of times as well to get faster beats, but you know. Not my favorite amp here. Go back to speed. Okay, now you're back to heal. I was gonna say go back to speed to get back with your team here. Okay, yeah. Okay. Here, stay on the walls here, especially against Doomfist, or else you're gonna get seismic slammed and punched. You're dead. Okay. Eek. 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 It's okay to just chill and poke. But one thing you have to remember against Doomfist, especially if he has empowered punch, is he's all about hitting the ground, right? If he slams the ground, you can literally never get hit by seismic slam if you stay on walls here. I hereby sentence you to 10 hours of Lucio Surf. Like right here, when you hear the nano boost coming, you know they're coming. So what you want to do, in all honesty, is make sure you're up on the wall. And then the Doom goes in here, and then he punches you out. Then you got punished for this. You hear nano boost against their team, you have time to disengage. You guys are Lucio Queen Brawl. You don't have any ultimates online. If you had Queen ult and like Reaper ult, I can say you can actually counter engage where they engage and you engage on their backline. But you guys have nothing. They built nano before anything else. So this is where you guys as a team just disengage. That's it. You're playing in a scrim. This is a scrim code. So if you're gonna play Lucio in a scrim, like he's incredibly more valuable than solo queue in a lot of cases because of the coordination, engagement, and disengagement. What I find is a lot of games that I review that are like more coordinated in scrims and everyone's in comms is that people always think offense only and they don't think defense. You know, we're not the 2014 Golden State Warriors where you can just out offense them. You know what I mean? It's actually equally important to disengage and bait out ultimates. In scrim environments, the game becomes baiting abilities versus baiting abilities. That's it. Baiting abilities till you have enough to overwhelm them. But you just like, they Doom ulted in before you guys had anything. We had Sojourn ult, but like you guys weren't ready. So you just disengage and you'll chill. Because the only person that could follow in that area was, I guess, maybe Echo of the Reaper. They're in position. But this is a diamond. This is the enemy diamond scrim as well. They weren't in position either. They were not ready. Just keep poking. Keep poking. Okay. Don't reload yet. Just keep poking. Yep. Spam. Just spam the choke. There you go. You got beat. Good. Okay. Stay on speed. It's too early. Too early. It's just dead value. As soon as you drop the beat, it was number one, too early on the beat. Number two, if you drop the beat, you have to just speed in. But you stayed on heals. What's the point of staying on heals when you drop the beat? You already have so much over health for your team.
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
It's deadbeat value. Deadbeats. You want to be a deadbeat? I don't think so. Be there for your kiddos. You counter Doom ult? I don't like it. I don't like it. Doom ult is incredibly easy to dodge the center of when you're on Lucio, because you can speed out of the center. As long as you're not in the center, you don't get one shot. If he comes down, you guys are on speed aura, you have enough time to react and get out of the center. If I'm a Doomfist ultimate is like every Doomfist player will say his ultimate's one of the worst in the games, right? Doom ult is not that great, and he traded Doom ult for a Lucio beat, and Doom ended up staying in the air and waiting it anyways. Like that is, if I'm the enemy team, I'm like, oh my, or sorry, if I'm the blue team, I'm like, oh my god, my Doom ult baited beat, let's go. That is incredibly good value for them, awful value for you. Yeah. Okay, control the high ground. Okay, you can actually contest and get some info for your team up a little bit. You can wall climb up. I was gonna say wall right up. Your Sojourn went up to contest them a bit. Pressure them until you're ready to go, but it seems like you're ready to go, so okay. And then you got cooked. I'm not liking this, Julius. I'm not liking this. I would have actually been up here the whole time and forced them to go down earlier. Because now they get all of this positioning on you, and now they're ready to go. You remember earlier when you guys were on offense and you were here and your team like could not hold this the whole time because the enemy team was always standing up here. If you're brawl, you either commit to go now on them or you sweep them off first and then you go. There's a lot of floor CO happening here. I like how your Sojourn contested it, but like she needs a little help because she's going 1v2 to push them off. You are mobile enough to like just quickly get them off and then, you know, walk up, maybe boop the Reaper down. If you can boop the Reaper down, then he's forced to, because he already used 1 TP to get up here. Then Reaper, when this fight engages, is stuck playing back here instead of going forward, you know what I mean? So don't be afraid to use the advantage of your skates. You can contest high ground. It doesn't mean you kill them as Lucio, because you're a Lucio, unless they're really caught out and they're like not paying attention. But people don't understand, like just simply standing in a position makes space, if that makes sense. If you and Sojourn were both up here when your Sojourn slid up, just standing here and poking, it doesn't mean you confirm any kills, but now the Echo and the Reaper, they take a bit of chip damage. They're like, frick, we can't stay here anymore, and they drop down. You regain control of this area by simply just coming up here for like even like a second. That's why dying in this game is so bad. Because even if you're like sucking on the hero, if you're alive and you just stand here, even if you're like, you know, a hit scan player and you miss everything, but if you're standing up here, enemy teams still have to respect that there's a person up there, so they can't play in certain areas simply because another person is existing. What is going on with this guy's head? What a crown. How do pros know when to spam? They see them spam it? Yeah, they just flick auras all the time. Until they're ready to commit onto one, they just kind of flick to get a bit of both. Yeehaw! What are we doodling? I haven't even drawn anything yet. I haven't even had to draw. I have this epic pen, but I haven't doodled. Looking back. Okay, speed now to make sure everybody's out of the center. So as soon as the Doom was about to land, you take speed to make sure everyone gets out of the center. This Doom is getting so much over health off you. Boop him away. Listen, guys, Julius sent this in because he wants to get better at Lucio and Ana. There's his least played. He said he played Vap, Kiriko, and somebody else. So I get it. There's a lot to be. There's a lot we got, and Brig. That's what you said, right? So there's a lot we need to refine on these heroes. So that's okay. Okay. Wait, why are you consistently like coming back here? Are you worried about a C9? You have plenty of time to like. This is too defensive. Your queen's already playing up here. As a Lucio, I would just be chilling on this wall here and then just like poking here. What are we thinking back here? One person in aura and you're all the way back here in a Lucio brawl. There's no need to. And now you're not here to extra speed and back up. Okay, you did come forward to beat at the last second, so you did save them. I saw that. Another Doom ult. Oh my goodness. Whoa, 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 whoa. What, you just ditched the front line? Only for 1 peel? Unless he called for a little bit of help. You can get him. Okay. I guess you're worried that the Doom would jump him. I heard, because you heard the Doom come up here. I'm trying to think in your lens right now. I see where you're going with this, but in hindsight, there's 3 people here that are also fighting. As valuable as it is to like turn around, you're so far away. You either solo peel if you think your Sojourn can clutch it, or you just play with 3 and try to trade 1 back. If their Doom kills a Sojourn, so be it. You kill their Echo or whoever's up here with the rest of your 3 people who get better value with an AoE aura than do that. You know what I mean? You're never gonna be able to win every team fight in Overwatch, like never losing a single person. You know what I mean? 5-0 every fight, that's like a giga stomp. That's not gonna happen when you scrim against people of similar value. You're gonna trade kills, and that's fine in a lot of cases. At least you're with the team here. I like this a lot better. Keep poking down the choke. Keep chucking those. No CRS, no chronic reload syndrome. Just keep spamming that choke as they're crossing. You'd be like at 60 to beat. 55, 60 to beat right now. You can amp right now. Oh, nice. If you're in Kitsune Rush, the amp comes up quicker. Get away, get it, leave. He came back in the fight. Up 1. I would just gun for the Zana. Just go for it, 40 seconds. I would not put... Okay. I know you're down to Sojourn. They're down to Brick. 4v4. 3v4. You, the payload still needs around the corner. Your person can come back in time. This part was good. I think you evened it out. 3. They killed 1 more. If you're gonna beat, you beat now and keep the KarQ alive, or you let her TP back to spawn and you just leave and then recontest. You have numbers here. But then you end up going into the strength of Reaper, which is this. So if anything, if you're gonna do anything here, you don't need to sit here and contest this payload because it's not gonna make it to the end. You have time. You just go assassinate this Echo because she's on the ground and she's like 50 HP. That's number 1. You just play into his strength. You didn't even look. Okay, you ended up dying, thank God, but you beat it late because their KarQ died. So like, if you're gonna commit to the beat, you just have to do it early right there so your KarQ is safe. You kill the Echo and then you're both healthy, and then you clean up the rest. But in another world, I'm pretty sure you guys have enough time to come back and still contest even without, because you're so close and they're only down 1. But now you're dead. But if you just like played it safe and ran back to your team and just waited, you still have time to come back together, regroup. And you have positioning in here. They actually end up leaving, and then you end up dying and then losing beat. So in a perfect world, I would have said no beat and just re-engage after, because you already traded a couple of kills back. But whatever, it's too late. Okay, stay on speed. Don't have to amp though, but keep him away out of LOS. You just literally, as soon as Doom comes in, you could just boop. It annoys him, keeping him airborne. Nice, you got one. Speed in. Okay, you're up 1. Their tank is dead. You don't have to be afraid to just go now. You kill 1. Their tank is dead. Just engage. Okay, you're gonna end up winning this. It just wasn't the cleanest. Okay, so the reads need a lot to work on. Lucio, like, those weren't even like Lucio specific things. Those are just reads. Team reads. A save B because of the spawn advantage. Oh, yeah, in the previous instance, yes, because you have to pay. Like, if you're playing support in a scrim environment, your job is to, number 1, ultimate economy call, unless you make specific rules on your team and jobs and roles, but you're supposed to alt track, number 1. And number 2, you can call the engage and disengages because you are the speed in the engage and disengage if you're playing Lucio and scrims in a team environment. So when you have a numbers advantage like that, where you end up literally killing their tank, the tank is the most valuable kill right now because it's a solo tank, and your 3rd point, and you have spawn advantage. You ended up winning, but I'm saying, like, That should be like your instant heads up to instantly just like roll into them. You have queen at full health. You just go in and just win it out. The more passive you play when you're up, when you're here, just gives them their hit scan space to walk forward and literally just randomly get a pick. You know what I mean? I feel like we shouldn't be on Lucio there. No, I think they were committing on the Lucio, Kiri, Junker Queen brawl. But yeah, if you played Anna, you could just sleep the Doom, but maybe not against. They swapped they're on Echo and Reaper. It's okay. Queen is pretty fast by herself anyways, even without the Lucio speed because of the speed boost cap. But yeah, you could actually have played Ana there. It's okay. Are you worried about the C9, one contested? But you're the Lucio. If anything, somebody else calls it because one person was in the back. And don't worry about the C9. There's actually so much. You guys are on the fastest. This is like a 5-second buffer. I think a lot of people fear like staying on the objective and C9ing. Like C9 still happen here and there, but like there's just too much focus on staying and playing too passive, you know what I mean? And staying on the objective. And then if you're on the objective, it's the wrong person that's on it. Be aggressive, but be wary, you know? It doesn't mean turn off your brain when I say engage. You still have to like make adjustments as things happen, but like you kill their tank. I think who was it caught out here? They were just kind of like ready to die, but then, you know, it just a bit slower. But yeah, you know what I mean? Anyways, that was a review. Hope you learned something. Thanks for watching. Peace.